Paraguay and Brazil meet in Copa America action on Friday at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, June 28th. The odds in this game see Brazil being massive favorites at minus 334 Paraguay, plus 800 the draw, plus 450. Paraguay hung around with Colombia for a while on matchday 1 until Colombia opened the scoring with back-to-back goals in the 32nd and 42nd minutes by Daniel Muñoz and Jefferson Lerma. Both of those goals assisted by James Rodriguez. Paraguay did make it interesting, though, with a goal in the 69th minute from Julio Enciso, but that's as close as it got. Colombia went on to win 2-1 and extend their undefeated streak to 24 games. The shots, a lot of stats in that game, though. Shots, 11-11. Shots on target, 3-3. And corners, 3-3, were all very equal between Paraguay and Colombia. For Brazil, they huffed and puffed and accomplished very little against Costa Rica. The shots, 19-2. Shots on target, 3-0. Possession, 74%. Corners 9-1, XG 1.33 to 0.03, all in Brazil's favor, but Brazil had no goals to show for it. Head-to-head between these teams, they played in 2021-2022 World Cup qualifying. Brazil won 2-0 and 4-0. They've not played yet in this edition of the World Cup qualifying down in CONMEBOL. Brazil's undefeated in 5 games. They're undefeated in regulation in 9 games, having lost in PKs twice in that time between these nations. Right now in CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying, Paraguay has just 1 win in 6 games, and they are 1, 2, and 3. They're 7th out of the 10 nations in South America. The good news for them is that they've only allowed 3 goals in those 6 games. Unfortunately, they've also only scored 1 goal themselves. They're typically an okay defensive team, but they struggle offensively, and they are limited with just 2 players playing over in Europe on their team. Darabaroja are winless in 5. They have 2 wins in 14, and they've been shut out in 10 of 14 games. More evidence of their lack of scoring. In those 14 games, they have just 6 goals scored. Brazil's form, though, too, leaves much to be desired. Manager Dorival Jr. is still undefeated in his 5 games with the team, but they are also overall only have 2 wins in 9 games. The under 2.5 has gone 7-3 in their past 10, but then if we look at Paraguay, the under 2.5 has also gone 9-2 and 14-3 in their recent games. Brazil could and should win this game. They haven't lost in regulation to Paraguay in the Copas since going back to 2004. A few different best bets for this Copa America game. Under 2.5 could be a good option here at plus 110. Brazil to win and under 4, minus 110. Brazil to win and under 3, plus 240. If I'm picking a winner, you have to look to Brazil. It's hard to imagine them being held off the score sheet and playing the way they did against Costa Rica, same way here, and not getting a goal. But they haven't looked themselves. Paraguay do keep things close. So let's go under 2.5 as the best bet in this game. Even if Brazil wins, they've only scored multiple goals twice in 10 games. So let's go under 2.5 plus 110 for the best bet in Paraguay and Brazil. Share your best bet down there in the comments. Give the video a like and be sure to subscribe to the channel to get more Copa America predictions.